So, hello guys, hi everyone. Welcome to our channel on the Infinity AI, and here we are presenting the hands-on workshop on GitHub, and it will be presented by Vraj Desai, right? I hope I pronounce right. So,
Yes,
guys, मैं हूँ आपका host and host today, Anjesh Agrawal, and I am a tech evangelist at the Red High in FinTech, and आज हमारे साथ हैं राज देसाई, राइट? एंड तो उनके बारे में आपको थोड़ा बताना चाहूँगा। पहले राज, वेलकम। ठीक है, थैंक यू फॉर
thank you.
कमिंग एंड आने के लिए, यार वर्कशॉप प्रोवाइड कराने के लिए लोगों को कि कैसे क्या कैसे वर्क करता है गिटहब का। तो राज क्या है, एक फुल स्टैक ब्लॉकचेन डेवलपर है, राइट? एंड इन्होंने अभी अभी जी सॉक का भी पार्टिसिपेट किया उसके अंदर। इन्होंने वहाँ पे पूरा समर ऑफ कोड किया इन 2022, जिसमें इन्होंने कंट्रीब्यूट किया टुवर्ड्स ओपीएस एंड्रॉइड रिपोजिटरी के ऊपर, राइट? एंड ऑल्सो ही इज अ हैकाथॉन चैंपियन, लाइक 10 प्लस हैकाथॉन सब तक जीत चुके हैं, राइट? तो काफी कुछ समझ लो। और उसके बाद अभी he is a GitHub campus expert, right? And also a Postman student leader, right? So through that he will start ki how will use the Git from the basics, so you will get to learn, right? So Raj, we are good to go. So आप start कर सकते हैं.
Yeah, sure. So, hello everyone. First of all, welcome to the stream. So, yeah, I will directly already Anjas has given my intro, so I'll just start the session here. So, first of all, to get started with the Git, we need to install it, right? And I will want to make sure one thing that I haven't made any presentation for this session. So this whole session will be an hands-on workshop where I will be just sharing my screen, and you will, if you want, you can also do side by side. So yeah, I'm sharing my screen, and just you can just
Yeah, sure, please.
onboard it. Uh, yes, can just show.
Mm,
Great.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, so first of all, to use the Git, we need to download the Git bash, Git SCM. So while doing it, I will also explain like what is Git. So basically, Git is a version control system. So it uses to manage your code history. Like if you have done like अगर आपको past code की history चाहिए कि पहले जो code working था, you want to get back that code, then Git will help you with that. It will also help you to work collaboratively in a team. So yeah, like just a basic definition of Git, but I don't want to bore you with that. So let's just get started with the hands-on, and just say like I'm hands-on karenge, you will understand more about it, like how things work in Git and GitHub. So yeah, first of all, you need to download this Git tool, Git bash, I guess. So yeah, just write Git bash on Google, and here you can get the downloads, the first link which you get. So it will be available on all the platforms. Just download it. So I'm on Mac, so it will show me download for Mac. It will be based on your operating system. So yeah, just download it from here, and it will be a simple, like whatever the simple process you follow for any other application. So yeah, just install it, and it may ask you to restart your PC. So yeah, just do it if while installing the software. Yeah, once you install it, once you configure the Git, you also need to configure the username. So for that, I can just go show you some basic commands. Git config. So yeah, just make sure that you, while you are initializing your Git, you use these two commands, Git config. I will show you here also. Wait, Git.
थोड़ा
So
take
yeah,
it easy.
I hope my screen like fonts are
Yeah,
good.
screen is visible. Yes, yeah, screen is
Yeah,
visible. No
visible, but
problem.
I just want to make sure that it's actually large, like the fonts are large enough that like people can able to see.
Yes, exactly. Huh.
Yeah, okay. So I already have a Git installed on my PC, so I will now just close the browser, and I will show you how will it work. Okay, great. Yeah, so see, first of all, we need to configure it. So I'll just show you like what I have configured. So if I just write git config, okay, git config list, here it will show the all info about it. You don't need to worry about that. So yeah, like whenever you start you install the Git, you need to configure your username and email ID. First, I won't show you that process because it's pretty simple, and if you want, you can just follow the commands which are written here, that git config global username and user dot email. So that will be the basic commands. Like I have already done it, so I don't want to show it to you again. So yeah, like that's all pretty much about the configuring the Git. Now I will
Hmm.
show you the actual thing here. So I just clean it. Yeah, so first of all, like in any project, right? So if you want to get start, what we want, what will be the first step? The first step will be to create a folder, right? So if you are creating any like let's say
Hmm.
Next.js project or like React project,
Hmm.
first we will
Hmm.
like create a basic boilerplate code, or like basically you can just write the npm init and it will initialize the project for us. And same goes with the
Hmm.
Git. So if you want to
Hmm.
initialize the Git repository, we just need to write the command that is git init. So here if I write git init, it say that hey, like it has initialized the repository for us, git init. So right now you can
Hmm.
see the message initialized empty git repository. Why?
Hmm.
Because like there is no files inside this. So right now my current directory is my main user directory. So just to showcase you, I will switch to a different directory and let's create a different repo there. So I just like switch to desktop, I guess that will be a better. Okay. Okay, now right now you can see on desktop I don't have any files, right? Here this is my
Hmm.
desktop folder, and
Hmm.
on the desktop I don't have any files. Now let's first create a folder, and inside that folder I will show you the git repository. I will create a
Uh,
git repository. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
sure. Sorry to interviews from like questions are coming. So just want to know can you explain like all the students and who are coming? So like what is the difference between Git and GitHub? So like it would be more convenient.
Yeah, sure. So, like, see, Git and GitHub. So,
Mm-hmm.
let's consider an example here. Let's
Hmm.
say email and Gmail. So, here, Git is an email, which is actually a tool to manage your version history. Like, similarly,
Hmm.
email is like a like tech, right? It's a technology.
Hmm.
It's not a service.
Hmm.
And what is Gmail? Gmail is like a
Hmm.
software as a service which is provided by Google. Using
Hmm.
Gmail, you can actually send the emails to each other, right? So, similarly, Git is like a tool to like manage your version history of your code, and GitHub is to
Hmm.
host that Git repositories. So if you want
Hmm.
to work remotely with your Git repositories, you need to host it somewhere. So like GitHub will act as a like remote repository hosting platform for Git repositories. So yeah, that's all basically like the difference between Git and GitHub. I hope it makes clear. Yeah, I will also show you the demo of GitHub, like how you can actually upload your Git repository. So
Exactly.
yeah,
That would be
yeah. So
grateful.
when I show the demo, it makes the
Hmm.
more sense. Yeah,
Right.
great. Yeah. So first of all, I will create one folder here. Let's say
Hmm.
Infinity AI. That's the name of the community. Infinity AI. Okay, wait. I am first need to create it, then I can seed it. Yeah, so the folder is created. Now here you can see that the folder is created, right? I've just used the
Hmm.
basic Linux commands. So now let's just get inside it. So right now if I show you, so there is no files inside this folder, right? I've just created this empty folder here. Now
Hmm.
when I write this command git init, it will say that git is initialized, right? And here you can
Right.
see this .git folder is automatically created. So what is this .git folder?
Okay.
This is the main
Hmm.
root folder, which is a hidden folder created by Git
Hmm.
to manage and track all the versions of your code. So if I just double click here, you can see that there are different folders here, and like
Right.
head, hooks, yeah, objects.
Hmm.
So everything related to Git will be stored inside this folder. And this will be a hidden folder by default. So like I have turned on the hidden files. That's why it is showing in the Explorer. Otherwise, like in normal Explorer, you can't see that .git folder.
Hmm.
It will be a hidden.
Hmm.
So yeah, this is like whenever you write this command git init, the repository will be initialized. So basically consider it as an npm init that we use for the node.js and all, right? Yeah, so this is the first command which you do for the git project. Now let's create some files inside this folder, right? So right now there is no file inside this. So let's create a file. Let's say a text file. So I'll just use the basic command to create a file. Let's say ai.text. Okay, so I created this text
Right.
file. Now when
Hmm.
I write git status, so there is this command git status to actually check the status of the file. So you can see it says untracked files. So what is this untracked files? Untracked files is
Hmm.
these files are not in any stage. So there are four stages in Git. One is an untracked, then it is in modified, then it is in staged, and one
Okay.
is committed. So right now this
Okay.
is in untracked stage. Untracked means these are not added to a Git anywhere. These are just newly
Hmm.
created files. So
Hmm.
once like whenever we initialize the Git repository, by default it won't add any file. Like we need to add
Hmm.
it to a staging area, and then we need to commit it. So I will show you how we can do
Hmm.
that. So
Yeah,
right
sure.
now you can see that there is an untracked files. So what I can
Hmm.
write is git add and the name of that file, that is ai.txt. Once I do it, and
Hmm.
now if I write git status, now you can see that ai.txt file is added to the staging area. Like, so
Hmm.
staging area means here you can see that use this command to unstage it. What will it will indicate that it is already in a staging area.
Hmm.
Now this is .ds store folder. I just remove it, like it's not necessary. So like the Mac will automatically create it whenever we initialize any for any file. So yeah, just let's
Hmm.
just remove it. And yeah, so now again if I write git status, it will only show the one file, that is a new file ai.txt is created. Now I need to commit this file. Commit means I need to store the history that hey, I've created this file. So now I'll just write git commit, and I need to also mention the write the message here. Let's say
Hmm.
git commit ai file created. Once I do it, you can see that it is inside AI file is created at the change mode, and
Hmm.
like one file is changed, zero insertions, zero deletions. So like
Right.
if you have done any changes in the file, it may show that
Hmm.
these are the insertions, these are the deletions. But right now this is just a newly created file. We haven't made any changes in the file yet. That's why it just shows that one file is changed. So yeah, that's all about like adding the file to the staging area. So till now, if you have any questions, you can ask Andesh.
Okay, so like people are asking the questions because we have created the file, right? Right.
Yes.
Now after that, like what, how we can do the difference of between like git pull and git fetch. So we will coming to the like next part after that file creating.
I guess git fetch and git pull is a bit complex. So first of all, before that, I need to like
Hmm.
explain some basic
Hmm.
stuff here. So right now we are just
Hmm.
completed with the git commit part. So once I
Okay.
complete it, I will show you how we can do that git fetch and git pull. um
Hmm.
yeah, I guess it will be for a later part. Right now I will focus more on the locally. So there are two parts. See, first we will
Hmm.
manage the repository locally, and then we will push it on
Okay.
github, right? So first I will show them
Hmm.
some basic git commands which we use on a
Hmm.
regular basis. Then I will show you
Hmm.
how we can push it on github and make changes to the github directly.
Okay, so like just wanted to know like right now you are teaching the students and like getting the things how we use the GitHub, right? So I just want to like how you started and like how you get to know about the GitHub and how you learned yourself.
Yeah, sure. So I
Hmm.
can say I was pretty much lucky that like in my
Hmm.
college we have this
Hmm.
some event going on,
Hmm.
and in that I
Hmm.
attended a session, and one of our college senior told us that
Hmm.
hey, like first
Hmm.
of all, if you are a computer science student, please make an account on
Hmm.
GitHub. It's really required.
Okay.
So like that's the first time I get to know
Hmm.
about this. Like there is something called GitHub, and then I just
Hmm.
just out of the curiosity I have searched like what is it,
Hmm.
and then I learned about it. And like the main power of github I understood
Hmm.
when I actually started getting into open source. So when I'm
Okay.
doing open source contributions to opia for my google summer of code,
Hmm.
I learned so much
Hmm.
things about github. Like see, regularly if you use git just to push and pull the code, you won't use
Hmm.
some advanced commands. But like if you actually
Right.
contribute to the large project, you actually
Hmm.
need to maintain so much things. Like you don't need to
Hmm.
force push the like you don't need to do a force push. Then there are so many
Hmm.
things you need to consider while doing the open source contributions, right? So I learned so much for while doing the open
Yeah,
source.
exactly.
So yeah, that's how like my journey started, and it's going on.
So like it's very important to contribute in the open source so that you will get learn because there is no foundation to make any project or any thing you want to just pick the right thing and just start contributing.
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay,
Okay.
that's
Yeah,
great. Continue. Yeah.
I will just continue the flow here. So yeah, till now like we have learned that we can make changes to the files and all.
Hmm.
Now I will say, I will like explain what next. See, first, right now if I write the git status, here you can see
Okay.
on branch main, nothing to commit, working tree clean. So it suggests that
Mm,
everything is good, you don't need to worry about anything. So every code, the
mm,
all files are in committed stage, and there are no changes which I have done. Now if I make any change, let's say this is an ai.text. If I open its editor,
mm,
and if I just write some like text here, let's say Vraj Desai, okay, and I just save it and close it, then what happens?
mm, mm.
If I write git status, it will say that hey, this file is actually modified. Why? Because I've
Yes,
written the
exactly.
text inside the file, right? So
Mm, mm,
this will be helpful, like to track your code. So let's say like you are working on some cool some feature, and you have already committed
mm,
that like this is the working part of the project, and now you are making any changes. So you actually
mm,
get back to your previous committed stage using these commands. So let's say now I have made a change, so it's in modified stage, like ai.text is in modified stage. Now what
mm.
if I don't want these changes, right? I don't want that the change I have made currently. So
Exactly.
now I can what I can do is, so here you can see there is this command git restore. So if I just write git restore, it will discard the changes.
Mm,
So right now
okay.
I can show you that ai.text has this name Vraj Desai. Now I'll just keep open this text editor here.
Mm,
I will write
mm,
git restore ai.text. Once I write it, and again if I write git
mm,
status, it will say everything is cleaned. Now here if I
mm,
open this file again,
mm.
I don't have any name. It will be it have went to its previous stage where it's an empty file. So this is the power of git, right? So you can actually roll
Okay.
back to the previous version. So
Mm,
like if you have if you have faced any error or something, and if
mm,
you have committed your previous version, like I've shown how to commit it, just write git commit,
mm.
and your
Right.
version will be committed. So
Mm,
you can use this git commit command, and yeah, you can basically roll back to a previous version. That's all about
right. Exactly.
uh, this git, right? Yeah, one more thing. Let's say let's
Mm,
again make any changes, make some changes here.
mm,
Let's say let's write just name of community into ai, then awesome community. Okay, I have written this statement here. If I save it
mm,
now, if I write git status, we know that it is modified. I will
mm,
just add it, git add, and now if I write git
mm,
status, it will show me that it is modified, that it is actually in a tracking stage. So if I make any changes
mm.
again, it will show me that it's in untracked stage. So
Okay.
yeah, now let's just commit it. Don't think much about it. So to commit it, we use this command git commit.
Mm,
So let's say git commit um, text added.
mm,
Just need to make sure. Yeah. Okay, and this is committed. Now I want to show you one awesome command, git log. So what this shows is git log will basically show you the all history of your codes, right? So let's say
okay. All the history
like
will come on the like the whatever you have done in the
yeah,
like past for that.
whatever changes I have made, here you can see the
Mm,
history. So here you can see like first commit will be on this time, like yeah, 9:20, another will be on 9:13, right? So
okay.
this way you will get the history with time and timestamp everything. And even like see
Mm,
right now I'm the only author of
mm.
this repository. But if
Right.
like there are multiple collaborators for this Git
Mm.
repository, you can actually get the name of that author and the username and all.
So they
So
can
this is
also
like
check like whatever the things you have done at what time change, so they can also see, right?
yes, correct. And another good thing is, now
Mm-hmm.
let's say I have
Mm.
made this another commit on like on this time 9:20. Now I don't want it.
Okay.
I have done it by mistakenly, right? Now I
Mm.
want to roll back to this previous commit which is done like on the initial stage, that
Mm.
on 9:13, right? So I want to
Mm.
roll back to this commit. So I can do that, right?
Okay.
So for
Mm.
that, just copy the state commit hash. So this is a commit hash. So whatever commit
Mm.
we make, it will actually generate a hash for that, and
Mm.
every commit will be built on top of it. So right now this commit is built on this thing. on this commit history, right? So if there are 4 to 5 commits, we can't actually like remove any commit from middle of the, like, so it will be kind of tree. If you remove a
Okay.
single node from middle of the tree, everything will be
Mm-hmm.
broken. So it can't allow you to actually remove a single commit from the middle of the commit history, right? So you need to do it like, if you remove the third or fourth commit history, then all the
Right.
commit history
Hmm.
before that will be removed. So it will
Okay.
work like that. So
Hmm.
yeah, so right now I just want that this commit will be removed, and I just want to revert to this commit. So for that, simply, if you want to revert to the commit, just copy this commit hash. Let's just copy it,
Hmm.
and just write git revert and paste
Hmm.
that commit hash. And once you do it,
Okay.
it will be in stage. So I will just write git status here, and now you can
Hmm.
say that ai.text is actually deleted. Wait, let me see what happened here. So I'll just
Hmm.
write git log here. I guess I copied some wrong commit hash. Just copy. I'm copying it from here.
No problem. No
And
problem. It happens.
yeah, okay. I can just git stash it.
Hmm.
These are some advanced commands like git revert skip. So if you face any difficulty related to the merging thing or conflicts, just
Hmm.
so there is this awesome tool that git will actually show you the hints. So if there are any problem with the git, it will show you the hints, and you can follow the hints to solve the error. So now let me just check what is there. Okay, so there is nothing here. Now I can just enter the git log again. Now again I will write. So if I want to revert to it, I can just write git revert, or I can also check out to this commit hash. So let's say I just want to check out to this commit hash.
Hmm.
So for that, I can just copy this, and now I can write git checkout and this commit hash. Now if I enter it, my current head. So there is this head.
Hmm.
What is head? I will explain you. Head is like
Hmm.
the current pointing. So right now my current branch is pointing to this head. So I will
Hmm.
just open the ai.text and I will show you. So right now ai.text is empty. You know that previously we have added actually a text here that Infinity AI is
Hmm.
an awesome community, but now
Hmm.
it is removed.
Hmm.
So why? Because we have
Right.
reverted to the previous commit. So this is how
Previous
you can
comments.
actually come roll back to your previous commits. And yeah, that's all about this commit histories. Uh, yeah, I guess that like this will clear the idea. Now let's go to the GitHub directly.
Yeah,
So
sure.
once
One
uh,
one user is commented like the keyboard clicks are so sweet.
yes,
Mechanical keyboard rocks.
yeah, definitely,
Right. The sound was so sweet. So nice.
it
Yeah.
sounds really cool.
So hmm. Yeah. So we can move to next part, right?
Yeah, sure. So see, to create a Git repository, first of all, if you didn't created your GitHub account, please do it. Create a GitHub account is really required, and there is this
Yeah, exactly.
like there's
Before
this
that,
saying
anything.
which I
Oh.
say in most of my sessions. Instead
Hmm.
of
Hmm.
creating streaks on Snapchat, create a streaks on GitHub.
Hmm.
So like creating streaks on Snapchat won't give you
Yeah.
anything, but maybe like your green GitHub, the streaks on GitHub will
Hmm.
give you a job, right? So yeah, like this is one of the like fun
Hmm.
thing which I say.
Okay.
So
So
let's
you will
just
getting
create
a
a
job right now, right?
yeah. No, like, right now I don't have a job, but yeah, maybe in future I will get a good job. Uh,
Hmm.
Okay, so yeah, let's just create a new repository. So I'll just click the new there, and here let's just give a name. Let's just give a name Infinity Git tutorial. Okay,
Hmm.
and the description will be a GitHub 101, and I can just keep the public right for right now because everyone wants to see it. So like I have seen this thing, like people mostly whenever they create a Git repository, they keep it private. I
Hmm.
don't know why you keep your projects private. See, first of all,
But why?
y-
Yeah, why to make
yeah,
it private? Like people can follow you and you can increase your numbers as well.
yeah, exactly. Like see, like
Hmm.
even your GitHub graph. So I will show you what is the GitHub graph here. So on your home screen, or like if you have created your readme page, so actually you can create a readme page like this for your GitHub profile. If you haven't created it, please do it. So it's a special page, so you have to create a like your username.md file in your git repository, and once you do it, you can whatever you write in that in that markdown file will be shown here. It
Hmm.
will be a different process. If you want, I can show you later. So see here, you can
Yeah,
actually
that
see
would
a
be great.
GitHub graph. See here, this is the
Hmm.
graph. I know it's not
Okay.
much greener, but yeah, like
Hmm.
this is how you can see your contributions. Now here, if you have created a private repository, it might be possible
Hmm.
that it won't show it here, right? That you have made these
Exactly.
contributions. So that's why
So,
I highly encourage you to keep your
hmm, hmm.
projects public. It's okay if your project is not completed, just do it, just whatever you do it publicly, right? There is no one to judge you. Okay, there are thousands of
Hmm.
users on GitHub. No one will stalk your particular profile and see like what this person is doing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
For GitHub, they want
So
to stalk you. For GitHub, they want to stalk. They will
uh,
see all the projects.
yeah, like I can just say like create a public repository
Hmm.
if it's possible. It's possible, yeah, but if it's like company's work, please do it privately, and then don't put it in public.
Yeah, yeah. That's a disclaimer. You can put it on.
Yeah, like
Otherwise,
then you
people
say
will
like
start
there
putting
is this
everywhere.
one there's this one person,
Hmm.
Vraj Desai, who
Uh,
called us to create every repo public, and then your company's
and
data is like
next day, he will come and see. Okay, you are like terminated. Now go to for GitHub.
yeah, so please don't do that if you are working in any company. So yeah, this is for your personal projects. So yeah, let's just create a repository here.
Uh,
So see here, all commands are there. I don't need to
hmm,
teach you anything. Just follow these
hmm,
commands and everything will be done for you, right? So
hmm,
right now, like this is the empty repository. So whenever you initialize your
hmm,
empty Git repository on your project, it will create a
hmm,
locally, but here you are creating it remotely. So like if you share
hmm,
this link with anyone, as this is a public GitHub repository, anyone with this link can access your code, access or see the
hmm,
files which you have uploaded here.
hmm,
So I like consider GitHub, I can say, as a Google Drive, but not
hmm.
actually a Google Drive, because in Google Drive you just upload the photos and videos, but in GitHub you actually upload a Git repositories and there are a lot of features which you can use. So yeah, it's not actually a Google Drive, but kind of you can
Uh,
say where you can actually host your repositories. So yeah, let's just use the Git shell to push it to push our code. So right now, um, we have this working tree clean, but the
Great.
head is at this
Hmm,
different commit, right? So we want head at the normal
hmm,
the like current branch. So let's just
hmm,
do it like git checkout, and I guess main is there. Yeah. Okay, so so before getting into the branch, I just wanted to show you the GitHub. After that, we will go
hmm,
to some advanced concepts like Git branches and all, Git pull push
hmm,
requests. So first of all, like push and pull will be done here. So first of all, we have done these things. Git init is already done. We have initialized our Git repository. We have committed the messages. Now what we want is we want just these two commands, that is git remote add origin and git push. So here I can just copy these commands and just paste here. So this is you can just see the command here. It is git remote add origin. So git is like the by default, if you are using git you need to write git remote. Remote means it is your remote repository, like a remote URL, so you can access this thing remotely from anywhere. That's why it's the name is remote add means you want to add it. Origin, so so you can write any name instead of origin, it's not compulsory, but like it's a good practice to write origin if it's your main remote repository, right? So yeah, like just follow this thing. So I've just explained you that this is the, like the remote add origin will be actually add the remote link for your git for your repository, and this will be the URL. So this will depends on your like project. If you have created your own GitHub project, GitHub repository, this link will be different, but this code mostly will be same. So let's just use this code, and now you can see that git remote is already done. I can show you git remote version. Okay, git remote version, it's not showing. Okay, it's dash v, git remote dash v. Okay, see, git remote hyphen v, whenever I have written it, you can see there are two origin. One is for fetch, one is for push. So here your fetch and push thing come, Anjesh.
Yes.
That yeah.
Right.
So fetch is basically, if you fetch it, it will do only on like remotely, and if you like actually
Hmm.
pull it, so it will make changes on your local branch also, like locally also, local repository
Hmm.
also. So that's the basic difference between
Hmm.
fetch and pull, I guess. So yeah, now let's just push it. Right now, once you have add the origin, we just want to push our code. So this will be like you are uploading your code to the internet
Hmm.
directly using CLI. So this is a
Hmm.
CLI, right? The command line interface. So I can just write git push origin, and what will be the name of the branch? Main.
Hmm.
Once I written this code, see the magic. Now once I refresh this page, here you can see that the code is actually pushed. See, the ai.text is
Hmm.
already here,
Right.
and here we have this text because I have changed the head to the current commit, and in
Hmm.
current commit we have this thing. That's why it's showing, and I can show you that everything whatever we have done like in our
Hmm.
locally will be shown here. So see, here we have total two commits which we have seen in the git log command previously, and here also you can see that in your like GitHub. So this is the GUI, a
Okay.
nice GUI for that. And
One more user like question. I just sorry to interrupt you. Like, can we generate like pull request from the code editor?
generate pull request.
Hmm.
I haven't done it, but like some tools like Android Studio allows you to like actually
Hmm.
review the pull request and all. But like
Hmm.
from VS Code, also like there are some extensions for that. But I
Hmm.
I won't recommend it. Like I mostly do it from GitHub only, or either if I want to use a GUI, I will use GitHub Desktop. So yeah,
Hmm.
that's like
Hmm.
my personal opinion. Like you can use whatever you want. So yeah, it's upon that. Okay. Now you
Hmm.
can see that this
Right.
your code is pushed to
Hmm.
GitHub, right? So if you are
Hmm.
building your personal projects, you only need to know this much things, that
Right.
just git commit, git add,
Hmm.
git revert to your previous commits, and just push your code to the GitHub. That's all you wanted. Even like
Okay.
before 1 year, I know
Hmm.
this much things only. I haven't touched the next concepts,
Okay.
but
Hmm.
like when I started to doing it from like when I started doing open
Hmm.
source and all, I actually understand that yeah, we need to follow some good practices. It's not, the git is not just about four commands. There is a lot of more things to explore. So yeah,
Yeah.
like
It's like a coding like you know how much practice you done, so you will get the experience and you get to know lots of things. So it's like how much you play, so that's how you run.
yeah, correct. Okay, then let's see one of the cool feature of git, that is branches. So there is this
Okay.
website for that, git branching. Learn git branching.
Hmm.
So it provides a cool GUI for that. I will show you how it works. My internet is loading. So I will explain you till that what is branching. So see, branching is like, consider that you are creating a different copy of your code. So let's say you are working in a team, and there
Hmm.
are four people in your team. Now let's take an example of
Okay.
hackathon only. Okay, so I guess most of the
Hmm. Right.
viewers are students. So you're
Right.
participating in an hackathon, and like
Hmm.
one student
Hmm.
is working on a front end, another is working on back end. So how you
Right.
can do it? So what you can do is you can create a
Hmm.
separate branch for that, just one branch for front end, one branch for back end, and
Hmm.
once you
Hmm.
completed your individual things, you can just merge it to the master branch. So
Okay.
like branches is basically, you can say, a copy of your code. I will show you how it
Hmm.
will work. So like once you visualize it, you will understand it better.
Hmm.
Just close these things.
Yeah.
Okay. So see, right now we have these two commits. So here C0 and C1 is basically a commits. So right now I will just commit it, git commit. So once I commit it, you can see like your main branch is at this commit thing. Now I will
Hmm. Right.
create a different branch. So here you can see the current branch is main. Main is the by
Hmm.
default branch. So whenever you initialize the Git repository, you will get the main branch by default. Like here also I can show you on terminal. See here the main is written. What is this main? Main is the branch name. And
Hmm.
like when you create your repository, it will be by default. So you are not creating it explicitly. So yeah, that's the default branch name. Now let's just create a different branch name here. Let's say git branch and feature. Okay, so we have created a new feature branch. So right now
Hmm.
we have just created the branch, but you can see our head is on main. So what is head?
Hmm.
So here you can see there is a star icon, right? So that star
Hmm.
represents that where we are currently heading. So
Hmm.
let's just use this command git checkout, and I need to write the branch name git checkout feature. So now once I've written this thing git checkout feature, it will actually like change my current head to this feature
Hmm.
branch which I have recently created. So yeah, here you can see that the star is on feature branch. Now let's just commit more code. So let's say
Hmm.
git commit. I just want to do multiple commits here. So here you can see my main is heading towards this different branch, this different commit
Hmm.
history which have only C2, and my feature is on C3 and C4. So I have made more changes in the feature branch, but still it is not same as a main. So main is behind two commits, the feature branch.
So it's like taking a different path, like you created one main and you can use the different one, right? On adding the
Yeah,
branches, like a tree.
yeah. So like I've created this branch to make changes to
Hmm.
the code.
Hmm.
So see, like there is
Hmm.
this another thing. If you are working on your production code, no
Hmm.
one will make changes directly to your developing branch, right? Your master branch, because your
Yes,
like
exactly.
production code is actually
Hmm.
like live, right? So people are using that software, that website. So if you make any error in your main branch, it will
Hmm.
create a like issue in your production, and you will
Yeah,
be
exactly.
totally have to like your
Yeah,
website
it
and
will
your
like
software will be down.
production फट गया.
हाँ,
Like developer
production को
said
your
production
code
फट
फट
गया,
गया.
फट गया, product फट गया,
Huh.
production फट code फट गया
So
भाई.
like that's why we follow this practice that whenever you do
Hmm.
any change, make any new feature, just create a different branch for that. I know it's like bit like in generally वैसे ही हम hackathon में कहीं पे part लेते हैं, we won't
Hmm.
create these branches, but it's a good practice. Like if you start practicing for your own personal projects now, then it really looks good. So
या
there is
एग्जैक्टली
also
लाइक
this.
बिकॉज हैकाथॉन में तो क्या है कि मतलब वहाँ पे प्रोटोटाइप बनाना होता है और बेसिकली उनको एक प्रोडक्शन लेवल पे लेके जाता है, उसमें टाइम लगता है, तो वहाँ पे बनाने का तो ऐसे भी सेंस टाइम, इट विल टेक मोर टाइम, राइट?
हाँ, टाइम मीन्स लाइक एक कमांड लिखनी है आपको. टाइम में और ज्यादा है नहीं, बट लोग भूल जाते हैं. लाइक दैट्स द थिंग
हाँ,
कि लाइक
प्रैक्टिस में
आपको
नहीं
वहां पे
है।
प्रेशर होता है. हाँ, कि
हाँ,
प्रैक्टिस में नहीं है, बट
एग्जैक्टली।
अगर आपने पहले से वो चीज
हम्म।
प्रैक्टिस में रखे ना कि लाइक आई एम वर्किंग ऑन अ डिफरेंट फीचर,
हम्म।
आई सो आई विल क्रिएट अ न्यू
हम्म।
ब्रांच, then it's
राइट।
it's a cool thing. So here I can show you, see right now this feature is here. Now let's just now take out to main, and now I will commit some more thing, git commit. Okay, so now you can see
हम्म।
this main has a different commit history and feature has a different commit history. So in feature we have till C4, and the C5 is only there on main branch. Now like for
हम्म।
example जैसे समझो कि main branch में सब changes हो गए. Now feature भी
हाँ,
आपका बन गया. Now you want to combine it. You have
एग्जैक्टली।
created your backend also, you have
हम्म।
created your front end also. Now you want to integrate it,
ओके।
right?
हम्म।
Just as an example समझो, like in
ओके।
real you actually need to write a code
हम्म।
to merge it, but I'm just explaining through an analogy. So now just I write a simple git merge feature. You can see whatever changes we have
हम्म।
created in feature branch will be directly
हम्म।
merged with your main branch. So this is the power of git.
ओके।
Like whatever changes, like आपने जो भी feature में किया, like if two persons are working on
हम्म।
the same code, जो भी दूसरे person ने
हम्म।
like changes किए, and your main code is there, so you can just like use this git merge, and both
हम्म।
like branches will be combined, and you will get your full working code here. So yeah, this is the power of git. I hope like जो ये जो diagram है, it just makes sense कि like first we have created like commits, then we have created a different branch, different branch
हम्म।
में अलग commits की, then we have merged it with the main branch. So whatever like अब ये feature branch की जरूरत नहीं है, right? Now we know like that feature is already added to the main branch.
हम्म।
So this is like actually a good practice. और अगर आप कोई भी open source organization देखोगे, they follow this
हम्म।
practice, and this is like standard practice which everyone follows. I can even show you that this is the practice for that. Wait, let me show it to you. So I was contributing to this Opia. Just search it. So see, this is the open source project on which I have contributed. You can see that it's a pretty big project. Okay, this is actually a
हम्म।
fork. I can show you the original repo. See, there are total 156 contributors who are actually contributing to this project, and it has around like 223 stars and like 400 folks are there. So it's a pretty good project, right? Open source project. Now even here also you can see there are 116 branches. Why? Because for every feature we create a different branch, and here also like even once we create the feature, we will delete that feature branch. That's why this number is less. Otherwise there are lots of branches which are created for this project. So that yeah, that's the benefit of this. Now I will show you how you can actually push it and do it with GitHub. So yeah, like I've explained you using that git branching tutorial. I will show you
Hmm.
live also. Let me show you using this. So yeah, let's even now create a new file. So before that, let's create a new branch. So let's say git branch. Um,
Hmm.
Peter, yeah, same thing, right? Here we will create a new branch and we will check out it. Now here you can see this main is changed to feature. Why? Because we
Yeah.
have changed our current head to this feature. Now let's just
Hmm.
add this file here. Touch. Let's say new dot text
Hmm.
txt. And once we create it, I'll just write some file here and just save it and close it. Now if I write git status, we know that it's newly created file. It is an untracked stage, so we need to like commit it first, add it, then git commit a new file added. Now if I write git status here, simple, it will say that
Hmm.
on branch feature there is nothing to
Nothing,
worry about.
nothing to commit, working tree clean, right?
Right now, but this is a feature branch. Now see,
Hmm.
I will show you. I will I will push the branch. So right before previously what
Hmm.
we have done, we have pushed the main branch. Now I will push this feature branch. So git push origin. So previously we have written this command git push origin main. Now I will write git push origin feature.
Feature branch.
Okay, so now this will push the feature branch. Now
Hmm.
let me show it on GitHub how it looks. So see here we have now these two
Hmm.
branches. I just write two here. You can see this feature branch is also there, right?
Hmm.
And on your GitHub, it will automatically make you a suggestion. Like if you created a different branch, they know that you want to merge it with your main branch. So that's
Hmm.
why it will show it to you. Compare and compare your pull request. So here, so in open source, we'll actually write what changes we have made. So I'll just write that new file is added, and here I can write create pull request. So once I create a pull request, it will actually show it here. So this is my code and this is the pull request. So what does this pull request mean? Pull request means you are actually making some changes to your main branch, and for that you make this pull request, and inside this pull request you can actually see what changes are made. So here you can see that there is this new file added new.txt, and here you have added this one line. So all the changes which you have
Exactly.
made will be shown in the files change section. So this will be helpful for a
Hmm.
reviewer. So here I've shown you, see right now for this project we have these 12 PRs open, and inside each PR there are multiple file changes. Like this is a small PR, so it has two file changes. So this will be helpful to actually see what changes you have made. So see here they have made changes in an existing file. So whatever changes you have made, it will show it with your green color, and for in
Hmm.
the red color
Exactly.
you can
It's a
just see
man.
like yeah what you have deleted, right? So this
Right.
way you can review your PR. So it will be helpful for the reviewer who is actually reviewing your code. So see in open source, like if you create a pull request, it won't get merged directly. So there will be some code owner who will be actually reviewing your code. So here you can see there is a reviewer, which is this person Ben Henning. So
Yeah,
he
that's
will
an
first review your code, and once he approves it, then your PR gets merged. If you are working in an
exactly.
organization, your manager
Hmm.
needs to approve it, then your PR gets
Right.
merged. Right.
That's good. So that's an awesome feature. Like I have worked before, but I never know. So that's an awesome feature. Like if someone wants to do open source contribution, or like someone wants to do project and like want to have a real time application, like how we can work on the real time project in the companies, so they can take it as feature and they can use it in their like original project, like started from college. So they will get to know like how production works and how things works in the like company. So that's a awesome feature. Like even I have not. So thank you for that. So even I haven't know that. So that's an amazing feature. Really, really cool. That's an amazing.
Yeah,
So
sure.
now, yeah, that's amazing. So I hope like it's it. And like people are asking one more thing, the main thing they want to know. Okay, so how we can apply for GitHub Campus Expert, right? So please, guide through them, because you are already a GitHub Campus Expert. So how they can apply and what are the criteria they look for?
Yeah, sure. So see, first of all, GitHub Campus Expert is only limited to the college students, and there are some eligibility criteria which you can see on the website also. So the minimum criteria is that you need to be
Hmm.
18 plus, you need to be a college student, and like you have at least more than 1 year left. So if you are in last year, your chances are less. So I would recommend if you are in third or second year, you
Okay.
can please apply.
Right.
Even first year students can also apply, but you
Hmm.
need to show some experience. So I'll just give
Hmm.
you some brief overview about the campus experts program. So campus experts are basically like the leaders of the community who are
Hmm.
actually want to bring change in the community, like by doing sessions like this. So I'm a GitHub campus expert, so right
Hmm.
now
Right.
I am
Hmm.
conducting this session to make awareness about the Git and GitHub and make students aware, like this is how we can use
Yeah,
Git and
exactly. To
GitHub and get
create
more
the to
accepted.
create yes, right. To create the impact, like in society, or in, you can say, for teachers, students as well, who can get to know like how is GitHub and how things works, right?
And yeah, one more thing, like GitHub Campus Expert is not just about teaching GitHub. So yeah, you might think like that it's like an ambassador program which we have for other companies,
Mm,
but
right.
it's
Yes.
actually not an ambassador program. And I can tell
Mm,
you, it's really
mm,
highly competitive. So last time when I applied, there are 10,000
mm.
plus applications, and among that, only 72 are accepted.
10,000.
10,000 plus applications, and among them only
Oh,
72 are accepted. So you can just
oh.
imagine the level of competition. So I would just say it's okay if you are get rejected. Even when I applied
Mm,
first time, I got
mm.
rejected, I got accepted on my second time, when I applied for the
Okay.
second time,
Okay.
right? So if you are applying for the first time, I would just say do apply, but don't think much about the selection and all.
Mm-hmm.
Just make your application best. And yeah, like it's really a highly competitive program. So don't just solely depend on this program, that hey, like if I am selected for this program, then
Mm-hmm.
only I do work. So see, if you really want to do a community work, if you really want to get engaged in a community,
Mm.
then these are just the name that you want. Otherwise, like you can do it even without these programs, right? Like I have seen a lot of folks who are not a GitHub campus experts, still they are doing these things. So this just gives you a tag of campus experts. Other than that, like you already have a lot
And,
of things to do, and
but you
like
will
you
also
are,
get the
yeah,
support, like support from the
yeah,
like
GitHub
GitHub.
support is
GitHub.
definitely there. So see,
Mm-hmm.
there also a thing.
Mm-hmm.
See, if you are organizing any event, you can definitely reach out to the other campus experts also. So, like, I am a campus expert, right? If you are
Mm,
organizing
right.
any event, you can
Mm,
definitely reach out to me. You don't need to be a campus
mm.
expert to do every event, right? It's okay if
Okay.
you can definitely,
Mm,
and there are multiple campus experts out there. So, I'm not the only one.
mm,
Even in like Gujarat, there are 3 to 4, I guess, who are active in the community. So, you can reach out to them, to the campus, other campus expert, and they're definitely ready to help you, right? So, if you want any support for your event from
mm,
GitHub, just do reach out. So like if you are get rejected or something, don't get
mm.
demotivated. And yeah, like also reapply. So it won't like that, okay, इस बार नहीं हुआ, अब अगले बार नहीं करना, like I am done with it, right? Don't give up. Don't give up this attitude. Don't follow this attitude, right?
So
Just do
just,
apply again
yeah.
and again. Yeah.
So just wanted to know, like, once you've profile is rejected, right? So
Yes.
what the lessons you have learned, like, and how you make your strong profile strong, so that like after it you have selected. So what the things you have done and what the lessons you have learned, like, okay, I should do this thing before applying that thing. So it will help the students who want to apply, so they can start contributing or making their profile strong, so that they can stand out from like 10,000 people. So can you guide through us? So that would be a great thing.
Yeah, sure. So see, in Campus Experts program,
Mm,
what GitHub wants is that you need to
mm,
be a good community person, and you need to showcase the skills of a community leader. So
okay.
like there are some essay questions which you have to write. Right now I don't have the exact questions, but it will be
Mm,
like introduce yourself and yours and about your community. So it would be
mm.
great if you are already running your own community in your college or campus or
Mm,
at city level, at anything, but you need to have experience in organizing, managing community events, right? So that will be a
okay.
plus point. So when I was applied for the first time, I have just
Mm-hmm.
started with
Mm.
the community, and I haven't organized much events within that. So
Okay.
that's why I
And
guess my application might get rejected. But when I
okay.
applied the next time, I've already
Hmm.
done lots of events in my college, and like
Hmm.
I've built a good personal branding. And also see this, these are also the important factors. So
Hmm.
apart from community, you also need to build a personal brand. I know it's not the main thing which you want to become a campus expert,
Campus
but
expert, right?
it might help you in some way. Like let's say
Hmm.
that you have built such a good personal brand that even the reviewer who is reviewing your profile
Hmm.
already know you, right? He already know your work.
Okay.
So
Okay.
whatever work you do it
Hmm.
publicly. So if you organize any event, share it on social
Hmm.
media, post it on LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, on all the platforms. Okay,
Okay.
then like people will remember you that no, this person is a good community person, he has already done the events in past, and keep the record of the event. So like when you are applying, like
Hmm.
you can actually paste the links of the proof that I have done this event, this is the recording of the event. Or either
Okay.
you can say like this is the photos of the event which I have organized in
Hmm.
person. So it will help you to boost your application. And yeah,
Hmm.
apart from that, like it will be just like based on your essay questions and your experience you have with the community, like based on that only like your application gets accepted.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay. So as a question, like what I was thinking, like they might will ask the technical questions, like on basis of the technicality,
It won't
they will
see
select
on
you.
GitHub Campus
Hmm.
Expert, don't need to be technical. It's okay if you are
Okay. Yeah.
like if you are not much technical, because this program is not to teach people, this program is basically to lead communities. So for that, the most important skill we want
Hmm.
is a good community management and a good
Good.
enthusiasm, and they should be passionate about community, that no, I really want to do some work for community. And yeah, like that's all we wanted as in a GitHub, right? So
Okay.
yeah,
So
like
like you
don't
said S.
huh.
Hmm. Like you said essay question. So which type of essay question will come? Like what they ask in the
Okay.
essay question?
Yeah. So that's the question. First will
Hmm.
be like introduce yourself or introduce
Okay.
your community. Second question
Hmm.
will be
Okay.
like have you, if you are a GitHub campus expert,
Hmm.
why you want to become GitHub campus expert? Second question will be like, and what support
Okay.
you want from GitHub if you become a GitHub campus expert.
Okay.
So you need to be sure that why you actually want to be GitHub campus expert. So it would not be like okay, so this person is a campus expert, I also want to be
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, things that
it.
happened. Okay, like the this he is getting the swags and all things. Okay, so just
Yeah,
let me
don't try
be
that.
become
I
consider.
want to be a campus expert to get swags. Please.
Exactly, that thing happens. Like people think, oh यार इसके पास तो बहुत सारा swag है, right? इसको उड़ी मिल रहा है तो मैं भी बन जाता हूँ वही हम भी बन जाते हैं तो वैसा है.
Yeah,
But उनका like purpose you clear that like they want to run the community and you can make them aware what is thing going on, right? So basically they want these things. Okay, so I think you mentioned all the things. So like, just want to know more thing like because we have a students and like also have the working professionals. So as you mentioned, like college students, like so someone is doing the masters and so he can also
they can
apply on
apply.
that.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely. If you're pursuing any kind of
Hmm.
study,
Hmm.
even I'm
Hmm.
not sure about PhD, but yeah, for masters
No,
you
no,
can
PhD,
definitely apply.
PhD person don't want to be computer campus expert. He
Yeah,
wants to
like
be
if you're
expert in
doing
his field, right?
masters, yeah, you
Hmm.
can definitely
Uh,
apply for it. It's nothing wrong in that. Yeah.
Okay, so I think you have done from our side, or you just want to have something to say to the our users.
There is this one thing. Wait, if
Hmm?
you are a student, you can definitely check
Hmm.
out this GitHub developer student pack.
Yeah,
So yes,
exactly. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
so like just go to it and you can see there are lots of benefits to it. I can just show you the benefits here if you want. Okay, right now. Okay, actually I'm already a campus expert student, so I guess they won't show it to me. But yeah,
Yeah,
like
exactly.
there are lots of good the benefits, like
Hmm.
you can get the StreamYard, you can get like previously we are getting Canva, we miss
Canvas
it.
Pro,
but
Canvas Pro, I
but
guess.
now they can Canva is removed from student developer pack. But yeah, there are lots of other
Yeah.
tools, like you will get a free domain .tech.me domain, then you will get
Hmm.
free hosting for 1 year. You can get some credits on
Hmm.
Heroku also, on I get
Hmm.
DigitalOcean also. So there are lots of things you
Hmm.
can do. Figma Premium also. So lots
Okay.
of like license software licenses and like tools you get
Hmm.
access as a student.
Hmm.
So yeah, please do apply for the student developer pack, and you just need to verify that you are a student, then that's it.
Okay, and like one more thing, I just want to like someone asking like, what is the being perk of being become a GitHub campus experts? What are the perks?
Okay, so what are the perks of campus expert?
Hmm.
See, if I
Yeah.
tell you the real perks, GitHub will sue me. But
Yeah. Like simple,
okay.
like student pack you said. So like
Yeah,
like
first
how
of
it will
all,
get about it.
if you are
Hmm.
if you are campus expert, you can get
Hmm.
support for events. So if you are campus expert,
Hmm.
you can ask
Hmm.
for swags request, you can ask for prices
Hmm.
request, even you can ask for
Hmm.
monetary support. So GitHub provides
Okay.
around thousand
Okay.
dollars for to
Hmm.
organize a hackathon and or any event. So you can ask monetary support, the swags, prizes, support from GitHub. Apart from that, GitHub will also
Hmm.
provide you the mentors. So like if you
Hmm.
are organizing an event, you don't have anyone to judge or mentor your event,
Hmm.
you can ask GitHub staff, that you can ask GitHub that hey, like we want someone from GitHub to be present
Hmm.
at the event. So yeah, like if the person
Okay.
is available, there will be
Hmm.
the person from GitHub attending your event, right? So it will be really cool, right? That someone who is actually
Yeah.
working in GitHub will be present in your event. So yeah, you can ask request for that. And apart from that, the most important thing is networking.
Hmm.
Guys, just imagine that like campus
Hmm.
experts are like the best 72 of the world who are actually getting
Yeah.
300 from 10.
Exactly. Okay.
So you get
Yeah.
network with the like the awesome, like
Hmm.
awesome people, right? So they have done really great things for their community, that's why they become a campus
Hmm.
expert. So you build a great network, and not only a local
Hmm.
network, like within India there are campus experts from all around the globe. So you can
Okay.
build connections with people around the world,
International server in the world.
international
Yeah.
students. And yeah, like you will
Hmm.
also, who knows, like that your connection as a campus expert may get you a job in future, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Recently we have seen that one of the campus expert actually got a job in GitHub, like not a job, internship. So he's doing an internship in
That's a big
GitHub
thing.
education, right?
Yeah. That's a
So
big thing. That's a big thing
yeah, so
itself.
he was a GitHub campus expert, he's still a GitHub campus
Hmm.
expert, and he get a
Hmm.
job in
Right.
GitHub.
Hmm.
And if you still want to know Kunal Kushwaha, like most of you know about him, he's also a GitHub
Hmm.
campus expert in the past. I don't want to boast
Hmm.
much, but like the program is
Hmm.
really the best program I can say for the students to get started, like to build a good community and to become a better leader,
Hmm.
community leader. Yeah,
Hmm.
that's what I can say.
Yeah. One user is commented, भैया GitHub sticker सिलवा दो.
Come in my
So
next
उसके
event, I
लिए
will give you, no problem.
yeah, sure, sure.
I know this
So I
person. No, don't worry.
कोई नहीं, सबको सबको मिलेगा, सबको बटेगा, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. आप इवेंट कराओ, गेट कैंपस कैंपस सेलेक्ट करो. So I
Yes.
think this is it. It was awesome session. Even I have learned so many things. Even although I am working so long, but yeah, I learned like different things. So that's an amazing experience, right? And guys, like if you want to connect with the Vraj, I'm just sharing the link on the comment section, so you can connect with him as well, right? And I think it's get posted. And if you want to connect with me as well, right? If you want more sessions and if you want like my hosting, so you can connect with me as well. So I'm sharing of both the links, right? So
Yeah,
I
also share
think
the link
Raj,
of
I have done,
Infinity AI.
yeah.
Infinity AI
Yes,
link.
Infinity AI also sharing the link, that also things sharing, right?
And yeah, like huge shout out to the community for like inviting me as a speaker. And yeah, like looking forward to how and
Yeah,
to get
exactly.
engaged in
Like
the
more
community.
more
And yeah,
session. Yeah, more session will come to thing. And one more announcement. I think I just missed out. Okay, so we are doing the 30 days code challenge as well, right? So it will be start like within next week. So you guys can come and join, right? And for the winner, like consistently winner, they will provide the swags Excel. So you will get the swags might be from the GitHub, right? If I'm not wrong, Raj, right? So you can get
yeah,
the swags.
you will get the top contributors will get GitHub
Mm,
swags, that's for sure. How and when you
yeah.
get it, that's not like right now I
Yeah.
didn't
So
know,
you
but
need
yeah,
to
definitely you will
follow.
get
You need to
it.
follow our. Mhm. You need to follow our page, and I'm also sharing the repository link for that, so you can will get to know how to start and post it your all the work you have done, right? So I think Viraj, you have liked the session as well, like you like my hosting as well. I think I'm a good
Yeah,
hosted you. So
great,
it
great.
was amazing. Yeah. So it was amazing session, and looking forward to more connect with you, right? So thank you again so much, right? Okay.
Yeah,
So now for this we can take a ending note and we can close on that, right?
yeah,
Okay, thank you, Viraj. Have a good night, man.
right.
Take care.
Yeah,
Bye
good
bye.
night.
Bye everyone. See you in the next section.